You know, it's on the digital side.
Oh, sure. I appreciate it. Everybody would pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Josh, did you see that?
Yeah.
I was gonna think we're lying. All right. Did everybody get the minutes? And if so, does anybody have any questions about said minutes?
Motion to accept the minutes.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. I also sent out the bank statement. Did everybody get that? Why did I have some? Does anybody have any questions about the bank statement? If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept the bank statement.
I make a motion to accept the bank statement.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you. I have a docket for
A bunch. Less than
last month of $389,580.25. Did everybody get that? Does anybody have any questions about the docket?
Motion to accept the docket.
We have a motion. Does anybody want to make a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion
We're
and a
still
second.
looking. We're looking for it.
Oh, I apologize.
Oh, no, that's all right.
You sure?
That's why we weren't saying anything. We
I
thought
can
we
show you
had
my
it.
copy.
We thought we had it. Because all I got was the minutes and Michelle goes, oh, I got it. So we're looking at them. Yeah, so if we could take a quick look.
Yeah.
So I don't know, did you send them out in two separate emails?
The minutes.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Because I got the minutes, but I didn't get anything else.
Well, on Saturday, I sent
Did you
the,
scan it from the e-print?
No, it came from him.
the e-print, for whatever reason, and my printer at home is doing the exact same thing my printer at the shop is doing. It's saying that there's no, it will not connect to be able to send me anything. So I had to scan it as a PDF and send it as a PDF.
Yeah, it came out Saturday at 2:22. You were on it though. When I replied back to
And
it,
I've got all kinds of internet issues.
Am I on it?
Yeah,
yes.
Because
I
she
think
didn't,
Your,
I hope so.
it's your Gmail account.
Okay.
she didn't,
do you want me to send it to your work or I send it to your?
Either one's fine. Don't worry.
The way you're doing it now, it's honestly easier to find stuff. Because the e-print, there's no header, so you always have to open stuff up for like
Mhm.
control stuff, so.
so I got the one, but I didn't get,
I just got the minutes.
that's all I got was minutes.
Could you ask Michelle? Please.
Well, the one that he sent, it's the agenda. It starts with
Okay, I got it.
Jamie's name instead of Tim's. So it's kind of misleading.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, he responded.
Well, I'm just saying the way it
Okay.
appears on mine, his name was first. As it came from him, so.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I replied also.
And that's how I got it.
And then Jamie. was on.
So I'd be willing to bet everybody else got the same way. Yeah, look for Jamie's name.
All right, just look at my screen.
I got it, I'm looking at her.
All right. Okay, we're good. Proceed.
You had a motion and a second.
Do you guys have any questions about the docket?
No. I do not.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor to accept the docket?
Motion.
Aye. Say aye.
Oh, aye.
Aye.
I'm a mess right now. All right.
Thank you.
Ready?
Here's that. Thank you. Revenue last month for the EMS, we had $54,471.14. I did send that out. I'm hoping everybody did get that. I'm sending out a complete list of that instead of just the second page.
Yes. Can I make a suggestion? When you send this out with the EMS revenue every month, do you give us the running total for the year at the same time?
Yeah.
It's just easier to see, and that way, we can, because we see every month, for example, $389,000 for the docket. But if I know that
Oh,
right
no, wait a
now,
minute. You mean for the docket? Or
No.
for
for the
the EMS? Oh, okay.
because if I know that, so far this year, we've collected, say, right at $200,000, I mean, that's a nice number to know that we received.
Hang on a second. It takes about 15 seconds. Okay, it is running total. Thank you. For this year's $213,223.74.
213,
223.74.
yeah, if you just include that every month, I just think that'd be nice.
Do you want a total printout or do you just want the
No.
last page?
Just a total.
That's 4 months.
Yeah, that should be, that's 4 months, January, February, March, and April. And so we've received almost $250,000.
Yes.
So,
And I found that email in my spam file, which has never gone to spam.
that's because it had Jamie's name first.
Is that, yeah, don't put Jamie
I've seen,
first.
I've seen stuff too.
Yeah, I get stuff from Jamie.
Oh, okay.
So, but for some reason.
But to
Maybe
spam,
that's
It
the
went to
priority.
maybe it's because I had it to,
You didn't do anything different than before.
well, it's, normally I have the printer scan and email it. This I had to,
But when I recognized it the other day, I was gonna send you, or yesterday, I was gonna send you an email. And I went, my internet's off. It's a lot of fun. My phone doesn't work at my house. That's good. Which is maybe why I went to spam.
3 of those, okay. Chief,
We had 213 incidents for April. This is our first month for the year, so far over 200. I sent out to most of you, beginning last week, we went to Braun in Northwest Ohio to look at the new ambulances. There were some paint issues. Of course, I'm not ready to bring them back that day. They've been working on those issues. I got an update late this afternoon that they were hoping to have the trucks done by next week. Or should have them done by next week, so. They are addressing it. The head of Braun actually went to, or head of PennCare went over to Braun. PennCare is our vendor. They're actually just across the street, but he went over to specifically address the paint issues we had, so. Hopefully everything goes well, we'll have next week. The smaller yellow ambulance and the old Red Tahoe have both been sold and they're now gone. We received the funds for those.
speaking of, did you figure anything?
There's,
I haven't got it. Okay.
it does have the 6,500, but there's actually 3,250 that we got to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's extra payment. We had several of us attended the FDIC conference in Indy, the annual conference in Indy a couple weeks ago. I'll train from that. Working on quotes for some needed septic and concrete repair at 52s, and the garage doors are on order for here. I actually sent an email to the guy today following that back yet. So next week is National EMS Week. Happens every year in May. We're gonna be doing some providing lunch for the crews, all 3 shifts during the week, and the hospitals have stuff, giveaways and desserts and stuff like that throughout the week. So. Baby Box had its annual certification done a couple weeks ago, and we did get the plaque mounted that was presented at the meeting last month. That's now mounted
Did you send that out to everybody by chance?
I already sent it to everybody, I sent it to you and Russ.
Okay.
You can see it tonight, or I can send you a picture of it. It's out
Plaque.
the plaque.
Plaque looks good. I'll try and resend it to everybody.
And then we're adding, Govee lights to the front of the station. Station 52 is actually already done.
What are going to be?
They're programmable colored lights. A lot of people have them on their homes. You drive by
I
somebody's
like
home.
what you see at Christmas where you can change different.
But these are like, they're mounted, they're like year round, so like St. Patrick's Day can be green outside, and then, you know, 4th of July, you can literally, each individual light can be a set of
Red, white,
different
blue.
colors, so we do red, white, and blue, or Christmas time, we do red and green, and
Orange.
Halloween, yeah, it's pretty cool, so.
We do that with a Christmas tree in our office. So.
Yeah, so, the original station's already been done, the guys are working on, we're actually gonna have to mount a box to plug them in out here, so a little bit of electrical work to do, but there was like a buy one, get one offer going on a couple weeks ago, so we get that, appreciate trustees approving that, so. Just kind of spruce up and make the station look nice. That's the main stuff we've got for that. We've got a part-time application, kind of going through, he's as a paramedic, we're always looking for paramedics. So, and then we've also got some health insurance, so whichever one you want to do version.
Doesn't matter. Do you want? Let's,
Yeah, do that one. So it's a,
and did everybody get a chance to look over the file here for Joshua?
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions?
he's been a paramedic for a little while, mostly in the private sector, but doing some SEAL stuff now, which they do something at 911. Myself and Captain John Moore Jr. interviewed him a week or so ago, so.
It's already took some courses, paramedic courses.
Yeah, he's certified for a licensed paramedic. You can always, every fire department can always use paramedics, so. By having additional part-time, that actually helps cut down some of our overtime that we have to, because we have to have paramedics on duty to maintain our certifications, so.
I'll make a motion to accept it.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
And insurance.
Alright, so, we did get, kind of started the process like we do every year, looking at, our insurance and, you know, we get the renewals, so those all renew for the year on July 1 every year, so. We did get the Anthem renewal back. Our broker up in Michigan, his kind of words were that it's a little higher percentage than he wanted, but it wasn't as bad as he's seen some. So for what that's worth. Basically, percentage.
That's a nice way to say you guys get.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Yeah.
polite-ish. Essentially it's about a 10%, it's 9.45% increase on the gold, and 11.01% increase on the platinum. Few little, which they have every year because of us being a small group. There's a few little plan tweaks because with the healthcare stuff, federal government, they have to have certain plan points to be called this tier. So like if we just stayed with what is the equivalent, on the HSA plan, we'd have a 9.45% increase. We would actually increase our deductible from $3,300 to $3,400. That's really the big plan design changes. The other one would have obviously no deductible change, but it would be an 11.01% increase. He did tell me when he sent that, he did tell me that they have he's currently pricing it through some other options because there's some co-ops out there, and the Indiana Chamber currently has a co-op to where small businesses can get into this co-op, and they have a new offering this year for it, to where it kind of lumps all the small groups together to make one bigger group as a buying power and makes it a little bit cheaper. So he's currently, I had to send him our census data, and he's currently running that to see what that looks comparative. He's also going to compare it to some of their other lines that they have outside of Anthem to see where they sit. Since then, we did have a conversation today with Axios, which is who's working with the town on some stuff right now. They stopped by today. They are running some of our stuff to look at, but also Capstone Insurance that we use for all the other things. They were bought in the fall of last year by a company called Gibson. Gibson's a much larger company, and they also now offer health and all those. So last year we switched our MetLife to them, which is our long-term disability, short-term disability, vision, dental. So the only thing currently with Nolte, which is our original broker, is the healthcare. That Gibson can actually offer that. So they're running it as well. So there's a potential that we may, see what those prices be like. And maybe we get all of our stuff to one agent versus having two different agents, but we just got to kind of see. So we'll have to, I'll get all this stuff put together and kind of see what it looks like. I mean, the way they send these, Anthem does, is they send us a current plan, show us what it looks like, and then they send us the proposed plan that's basically the closest equivalent. And then they send us like 10 different alternates for each plan. So it's a pretty big confusing packet, but once we get everything else in, we'll see what that looks like and see what the other ones look like. They're looking, like I said, they're looking at United Healthcare, and there's a bunch of other carriers that they also work with. So we'll see. We're gonna have a bunch of different options come back, because he's looking at some other options, some other small group things, and then we'll have Capstones getting with their side of it on Gibson, and the Axios is gonna bounce us some things. So good time of the year where it's to figure all this stuff out. By the next meeting, we'll have some. I mean, we're supposed to give them 30-day notice, so we'll have to have a conversation with Tim before then. But we got this. I'm a little aggravated because we got this last week. So I'm a little, that's part of what we told our other two brokers, that I am not tied to this Nolte at all, because normally what has to happen is I say, hey, I know our renewal's up, where's my packet? And he says, oh, I just got it, here you go. Coincidentally, every time I email him, he just got it.
So roughly it's 10%,
Yeah.
give or take, depending on the planned employee.
Yeah, so like for just to put that, if we just kept everything where it was and went and just said, hey, let's just keep it where it is and we don't change anything. With our current census, you're looking at about it's about $2,800 a month increase. So if we did that's total premiums. That's not per employee, that's just total and premium, and of course that gets divided out by what the employee pays versus what the department pays. But just total monthly bills, $2,800 a month. If we just said, hey, just leave it where it's at. So that's kind of worst case, $2,800 a month, and hopefully we get a better case to finalize it. But we'll know more about that. We'll have a better report as it gets closer, and we can finalize this. With Anthem, we're supposed to give them 30 days. It's in our contract that we have to give them 30 days notice before the renewal for any plan changes. So I had to push back on that last year because we made a plan change, and it was after the 30-day notice, but I pushed back and they got it changed because, well, they didn't even give it to me in time to give them a good notice. So if we end up leaving them, I don't know that that'll be the case, that they'll give me that grace, because they just knew that we were staying with them. It wasn't a big deal. So we're in a pretty big time crunch on it, but I've told these other two that, and they're going to give me numbers pretty quick and see what we have.
So basically, we got a couple weeks to make a decision.
Yeah, so like I said, worst case scenario, it's, if everything, employee contributions, nothing, plan design change, we just renewed it as $2,800 more a month.
Yeah, the only issue I've got is, just like you said, we went through this last year. We know it's coming, we tell them it's coming, and they give us stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what frustrates me is
we're
I
under
see
the crunch, not them.
Right. I see this, I mean, and I don't know when it hits, right? Because like, if I look at his so this letter is the cover letter that goes to the agent, and it's dated April 10th. But then on the back, the whole packet is April 24th, and that's what comes to us. So either way, there was at least, even if I said it was able to be released to us on April 24th, we didn't get it until last week, which is the first week of May. So it was a week delay. So even if you said, hey, I mean, what, today's the 12th, so.
4 weeks from when.
Right, but I don't know when he gets it. I know that our date says April 24th. His date says April 10th, but it's all the same. He just literally forwards me the packet, because I don't.
Well, I'm betting it's probably sent via email, which means it was probably
Well,
received same day.
I don't know that it is, because, and the reason I say that is because we got a notice, and Tim got it, I got it, and Jamie got it, which is the first time. We actually got a notice that our renewal packet was available on the portal around this time, around the end of April. But I went into the portal and couldn't get it. So I don't know if that was an error, because I'm, in all the years of being, I mean, we've never changed from Anthem. And we got a notification from Anthem that, hey, your renewal packet's available in the portal. And I'm like, oh, cool, that's awesome. So I went in and nothing was there. So that's when I emailed him. I'm like, hey, I got this packet or this notification that it's there. I can't find anything. And 2 days later, he replies and says, yeah, I just got it. Here you go. So, well, we'll see what we got, but it is what it is. I've not been happy with his service overall. That was a big reason for switching MetLife away from him. So I'm not tied to sticking with him by any means. There's definitely no support or love lost there. So we'll just kind of go with what gives us the best plan and what makes the most sense. I mean, obviously, there's some benefits. We already have a good relationship with Capstone, so if they're in the ballpark, it makes a lot more sense to get all of our. Because one thing on the MetLife side that Capstone's doing for us is there's some overlap in some of our policies. So all of our full-time fall under all these MetLife stuff, but then our part-time, there's some Providence and things like that. So there's some overlaps in the plans that we can make some minor tweaks that we never really knew before because they were two separate brokers. But that's one of the things that Capstone's doing is this piece to this piece, can we adjust this piece because you're covered here, because they see all of our policies now. So there is some benefit to kicking everything to them. And then just, every so many years, we just put that back out to a full bid and explore all the market and see what it looks like, so they don't get too comfortable.
Do they offer any discounts?
I mean, we get
everything together.
We get discounts on multi-line stuff on some of our stuff that we have right now. And then there's discounts if you pay it all up front and stuff like that. But I don't really know how all that works because it's all different lines of business, but it would just be one point of contact. So
Well, there's something, what is it with Capstone that I pay up front?
yeah, that work comp.
Is that work comp?
We save quite a bit. So
Yeah, we say,
gee, I think it was like a month, wasn't it? Like a month's bill.
yeah, like $20-some thousand.
You like pay it all up front.
Well, maybe not 20-some thousand, sorry, but it
It was
was,
like five or
Yeah, it was-
five or eight
it was-
thousand, I think it was. So.
it was substantial,
I just paid it
so.
once instead of quarterly, so. Yeah, so we'll have, as soon as I get all the rest of the data, we'll see what we look like, but that's what we got back from him, and like I said, he's quoting some other options too, so. We'll have a lot of stuff pouring in over here in the next couple of days, and then,
So it might be one of those things, we're just gonna have to email you guys, have conversations. And give Tim the ability to. Especially if we have to do.
Speaking of the email, when's that gonna happen?
we're still working through the stuff. There's just a lot of pieces with that. I had a call with, the IT company that wanted to set us up with Barracuda, because I can't get Rackspace, which is who my stuff's through right now for the fire department, to even answer to help me on what I need them to help me on. So it's a length, it's not as easy as it sounds. I mean, it sounds super easy, right? You can go to Gmail and type in and create an email, but it's not that simple because one, I can't buy Microsoft licenses. I have to buy them through a third party. But once I buy the Microsoft license, I then have to go to the state and have the state adjust stuff on their end. And then I have to give that back to them. So it's a bunch of pieces. I had a call with the Microsoft engineer from that matrix that you were asking about on the docket earlier. I had a call with him today, and they're working through their processes to get us how many licenses, what our actual fit needs to be, and all that. Once I get that information, I get back to the state. It's back and forth. It's dealing with the state. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not paying for. I mean, we could go buy our own domain name and spend another couple $100 a month to have our own domain name, or we can use IN.gov for free from the state. We just have to play their games. So once it's set up, it'll be done and it's easy. It's just not easy.
Setup.
It's just not, because I have no control And I get it, the state's not gonna give me control to change I am not enough stuff. So I'm not important enough in the grand scheme of things for that one, so.
Not high enough in the pecking order.
Yeah, no, they don't give me access to go in and change their domain name, so that's fine. But I anticipate by the next meeting it should be set up. So I've got all the info I need from the state. Now I've got the piece from Matrix. So once I get, hey, here's what your licenses are gonna cost, then I just gotta get Tim, yes, go ahead and buy the licenses. Then I just gotta go back to the state and say, hey, I've got the licenses, you point the stuff to this, and then it's just set up your accounts. So I wouldn't see any reason it shouldn't be done by the next meeting. That's it. On that. We're done.
Fantastic. Anything else, chief?
5 days. So
25 days.
when is the June?
June meeting's tonight.
We are, a couple little things, obviously, I think I mentioned before, this 100th anniversary of the department, so we're working on a couple different things. We actually just got a T-shirt designed through the union for the 250th of the anniversary of the country. We're actually doing like a flag, red, white, and blue type version of the T-shirt. The union's working on. We're also working on a challenge coin. Those fire departments, police departments, military have challenge coins. We've never even had one, so working on a challenge coin design of the old Richland patch, the old Chesterfield patch, with the East Madison. So, and then on the back side would be the 250th, like with the Statue of Liberty and the flag and or the eagle and all that kind of stuff. So there's a couple different
What's
things.
the challenge point?
It's there's different sizes, but one of the most about do you have one?
Like, what is it?
No, I
Like,
think it's
what's the
Alpha.
use? Is it just like?
Yeah, it's
scary thing.
a coin?
It's the size of a silver dollar, basically.
Yeah.
When you get up, you can look, I have a whole display on my wall of various ones you look at.
Oh, I was gonna say,
You get like
People collect them?
people collect them. It's one of those things you're supposed to carry in your pocket, and somebody, you know, it's kind of a little thing, if they put it down and you don't have one, you're supposed to buy a drink for somebody or something like that. Military, it's huge in the military setting. Almost every fire department this career has them. Be nice to be able to have some, like if I go to a class or something, be able to hand,
Like trade them all?
you know, hand to a chief, somebody that's helped it, like our neighboring chiefs and stuff like that.
Yeah, a couple months, when I went up to the class in Hammond that we mentioned at the last, the state fire marshal was there and the guy from the governor's office. The other guy that was from Indiana that was up there with me from Lake County Hazmat, he had a challenge coin and he pulled it out and gave it to the state fire marshal. The state fire marshal gave him one back and I'm just sitting there like,
Like, oh.
it'd be cool if I had it. So.
But I have one of yours, so that's something we'll work on. Like South Madison, they've already had 2 or 3 different versions, and they're you know, when they get them one, their fire chief gives you one when he sees it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just one of those things. Kind of a cool tray, like you said. I've got a huge one, well, like for all the special events, I work like special, like Super Bowl and all that stuff. Like FBI, every time they do a special event, they have a special challenge. Just kind of a give out for thanking you for helping them. We're also working on a T-shirt design for like a fundraiser to kind of put some money towards the antique truck that we've got out there, the 1935. Some money to it, kind of spruce it up a little bit, so a couple different designs. The other thing, Anthony Lewis here tonight for the union, but I think the union president said something. John Senior is quarterly going forward, the union's gonna provide your guys' meal for the meetings. One, attend doesn't have to do it all the time, but just union, like, you know, they're gonna do a thing for like, take a cookie tray to the girls at the town hall every once in a while and stuff like that, just that outreach from the union, so.
That's very nice.
Yep. I don't think I have anything else.
No, that's it.
If you didn't hear,
You have anything, sir? I apologize.
No, Chief Hendrick brought up a thing for the union. It's called Fire Buddies. It's real big up in Chicago. It's for like, it's kind of like Make-A-Wish, but it's the fire side and we would, for kids in this area that are terminally ill, they can be a firefighter for a day with us or do a birthday party, or we would take them to an Indians game we're looking at our union becoming a chapter for that, because there's nowhere in this area that has that.
Okay.
And we just, last night, the union approved it to become a chapter, to look at becoming a chapter.
Okay. That'd be very nice.
So just additional community outreach that it's not the department does, but the union themselves are doing. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
Is that it, sir? Is there anything I forgot? Thank you. Does anybody from the audience have anything else? Since there's only 3 of you here, plus our Jacob.
Oh,
Well then, Michelle, do you have anything you need to,
I do not.
Doug,
I do not.
Jack? No, sir. Sir Lloyd? I guess not. If there's nothing anybody else can think of, we get a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Thank you very much.